It is the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM. Well, we've been profiling the last ever season of the Mallee Football League, spoken to most of the presidents from all the football clubs. One of those from the Murrayville Football Club is Kieran Kelly, and he now joins me on the line to talk all about what was a very successful season for the club. Great to be with you, Kieran. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Going well.
Excellent. Now, before we get into the swing of things, Kieran, the Premiership dinner was held over the weekend for the football and netball clubs. A successful season in which you were able to highlight the success of the reserves and senior Colts winning premierships this season. How did the night go overall?
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good night. Big night in the end, and everyone seems pretty positive and. Enjoyed the year, and it's good we're still going on as we are.
Okay, well, let's firstly go to the senior Colts. Tell us a little bit about the background of that side winning the premiership. Obviously, a lot of the clubs that we touch base with in our Flow FM network rely heavily on the farming side of things when it comes to the juniors that are coming through. It is the most important essence of a club built on its grassroots, and I imagine it's no different at Murrayville, so you must have been wrapped with how their season went.
Yeah, no, they're really good. The kids, they've always been coming through from juniors, under 13s, they've always been a really talented bunch of kids, and they've stuck together, and the last few years they could have gone a lot further, I guess, with COVID and things happening that stopped us in the finals area. But coming through under 13s and now they've grouped up together in the under 16s. They were very talented group of kids.
Under 13s, who you just mentioned, they just missed out on the finals, but only by a point in the end. So what did you make of their season? Obviously, plenty of positive signs to touch on going into next year.
Yeah, again, another really talented little group that's stuck together for a long time. So, it's a shame. I guess we can't continue on as that is with the Mallee League and give them another year, because a fair few of those kids have another year in the under 13. So, but anyway, no. Again, another really good tight knit group of kids that will go a long way with their footy, I'm sure.
Well, there would have been a sore heads amongst the twos, Kieran, because the B grade, what a win they got in their grand final, beating Lamoureux 55-34. A highly successful season for them, obviously. So touch on the details behind the triumph of the B grade for us.
Yeah, I guess that one's been a long time coming also. Very talented and committed bunch of footballers there that have been itching to get that premiership. The last one we had was in 14. So since then they've been, I guess, growing and trying to push through and get that flag. So again, COVID stopped us a few times, and but in the end, we were pretty well unstoppable during the year, and we knew we had that side, but at least we got to the end this time without COVID stopping us. So. It's really good.
Okay, just tell us, so obviously winning the premiership, surely some of the guys in that side have earned the right to be considered for A-grade contention going into next year. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, most of our side will be local footballers for sure. That's one of the reasons we, I guess, have gone down this path to keep, footy in our town alive and give the locals somewhere with an identity to keep going as we are. We've only really had our A-grade side has mostly been from Adelaide with a few locals and juniors coming through in it, but that wasn't really sustainable in the long term. So we're sitting now where we probably sort of sat a couple of years ago. So it's looking like we'll retain most of our locals for that. Yeah.
Okay, the A grade, they finished fourth on the ladder, eliminated in the first round of finals. A healthy season, though, to end things as far as the Mallee Football League goes. So you would have been proud of the fact that the senior A side played finals this year, Kieran?
Yep, no, the A grade was, it worked out really well this year. We had a couple of groups of the guys were, fantastic blokes, and they fitted in really well at home. It's a shame we couldn't keep going on with them because they're all ready to sign up again. But our results, I guess, in the A grade have been pretty poor over the last 8 years. So where we've got this year with Tommy coaching them and it's got a good crew together. They've been we're really proud of what they did and how they held themselves around Murrayville. They were a great bunch of blokes.
Okay, let's look ahead to 2023 just from a player's point of view and a coach's point of view. What can you update us on in regards to any movements that we might see? I know and I respect the fact that a lot of it, I'm sure, is still up in the air with everything else that's going on at the moment in the forefront of the future of your club and all the other Mallee clubs. But in regards to, I guess, how you forecast the overall recruitment going and being able to retain some of your better players, how do you see it all?
Yeah, well, coach-wise, you probably haven't heard that, but Dallas Willistor's taking on the senior coaching role, and Cooper Wisniewski's taking on the junior coaching role. As far as recruiting goes, we're pretty well set a team so far. We'll get a couple of guys from Adelaide to fill a few roles, but mostly it'll be locals. And I think everyone's chomping at the bit to have a crack at the new league. It'll be definitely good fun. But yeah, Dallas is pretty keen to get the group going, and he'll definitely want some success. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out.
Is it in any way a real big barrier for whoever does the recruitment? I assume you play a role in it. I'm not entirely sure. It works differently at all clubs. But knowing that, we don't really have a whole sort of future works that's been set out for, what things are going to look like next year, does that sort of present as an obstacle when you try and recruit?
Not really. I guess there's no real... For us, going into that league, there is no real obstacles at the moment. I mean, we've got enough locals to sustain a senior side, so I'm involved with recruiting, and the Vice President, Drew, Riley Watson will be involved in that as well. So, we don't really see any obstacles going forward. I guess the obstacle would have been continuing on next year, recruiting players, paying players, etc. That was always an issue for us, even though we would have retained a group. Moving forward, it's always a struggle when you've got to really recruit a whole A-grade side. So recruiting one side, will be relatively easy.
Okay, let's talk about the future then, Kieran, to finish. Obviously, we know the facts, which are that there's no more Mallee Football League. There's been a whole lot said in the last few months, but I'll just give you the general opportunity, Kieran, to make whatever comment you'd like to make in regards to what the future looks like for the club, because obviously looks still a bit cloudy for everyone at the moment, and we have our ideas and our gossip going around, but as yet we don't know exactly what it's going to look like for everyone. So I'll give you the opportunity just to make a general comment about the fact that there is no more Mallee Football League.
Yeah, well, obviously the idea earlier on in the year was that the Mallee Football League would go into 23, but it became fairly obvious to myself and a few others that with Borders leaving, there's a few other sides that looked like that they were going that way as well. So we just investigated, I guess, something for us in the future that would be sustainable. Now, the unfortunate thing was it came out a bit early that we'd already done all this work during the year and we were going to leave, but that couldn't be further from the truth. We made our league pretty certain that we were going to stay on and be involved in the Mallee Football League next year. And it may look like we were jumping ship early, but that wasn't how it happened, but I guess it got reported that way. But if there was 5 teams who were definitely going to stay in it, but it was fairly obvious there wasn't going to be 5 teams a couple of months ago. So, we just looked elsewhere and found a home for us that we can still call Murrayville and have a local identity, because if we don't have sport here and a local bit of sport, there wouldn't be much left of the town, shopping, pub, etc. It'll all suffer. So we really need to keep something local where we can have home games here. So the way it's looking next year, we'll have 6 home games and 6 away at this stage. And yeah, for us, it couldn't be any more positive to keep sport here, that's for sure.
Well, Kieran Kelly, the president of the Murrayville Football Club, it's been a wide-ranging discussion. Really thank you for your time and the remarks you've made on the Friday Sports Show tonight. All the very best to you and your club. We will keep an eagle eye over how it all looks going into next year and look forward to checking with you again closer to the start of next year's winter football comp in whatever way it looks. Thank you for appearing on the Flow Friday Sports Show, Kieran. All the best.
Not a problem at all, Els. Thank you very much.